Record. Hi, I'm Yvonne Herbst, and today I'm speaking with Christina Nelson. Christina owns a line studio for Pilates and Bar in Lexington, Kentucky. And I've asked her to talk with us today about how she's using Facebook advertising to generate new clients for her studio. So take it away, Christina.
Yes, hi Yvonne. Great to be here. I own a line studio for Pilates and have been running Facebook ads, for 5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while. Seen a lot of different variations over the years. And, being a business owner, it's so important that we're always looking at different ways that we can get new people in the door to keep our business growing. Because being in fitness, there's always, we have busy times like January.
Mm-hmm.
We have
right.
leaner times like summertime when everybody's traveling, kids are, on summer vacation. And we as a business have found that we need to make sure that we're staying on top of the different tools out there to keep people coming in the door. And one of those is specifically Facebook ads. And with Facebook ads, we have found different methods that really help get people in the door, help us gain awareness in our marketplace. And not only do we run an ad, not only do people see it, but people reply to come in and we get them scheduled. And we make it really easy for them to come in the door. And we also make it easy on our team to receive new people in the door, which makes it even more important. We are a busy studio. I have 6 different assistants that help us. So keep in mind that, we have to stay organized so we can all stay on the same page.
How many clients a week are coming through your studio?
We have, I wouldn't say a specific number of clients, but we have more than 80 classes a week.
Wow, that's a lot to manage.
That's just classes. And then we talk about private training. We talk about, introducing people through intro sessions. We do those privately. So, we have quite a few people coming in the door to our studio every week. And we teach every day. Only 2 days we're closed. Thanksgiving Day and Christmas Day.
Wow. Even New Year's Day.
We are open New Year's Eve and New Year's Day.
Wow.
Yeah. Everybody's ready to get their health kick on after the holiday.
Right.
Everybody ate too much food.
Ready to apply those New Year's resolutions.
That's right. So, it's really important as a business owner to make sure you have a plan to keep people coming in the door. We still advertise even during January, even though it's the busiest month, but you want to make sure that you're sprinkling it throughout the year. So you're not only keeping your business strong, but you're helping keep your classes full. You're helping keep your team members, your instructors happy. And overall, if you have full classes, you have more people coming in, because in fitness, we also lose people along the way. It just helps your business just consistently grow instead of going up, down,
right? Yeah.
up, down, which is traditional fitness, right? And if you're a committed owner, it's important that you really start to use different strategies that actually work. And
so are you running Facebook ads year-round consistently?
Yes, we run Facebook ads year-round.
Okay.
At different intervals. And, we kind of watch to see what's happening in the market. And we advertise when we find it's a good time for us to advertise. And with that, I can give you an idea, like we do different promotions throughout the year, different brand awareness things throughout the year. But I'll share with you guys today just an example of what we've done. Okay.
Love to see that.
Now keep in mind, you might be in a different city than me, a different, marketplace altogether.
Right.
But this is just what's worked for us. Okay.
Sure. Right. Understood.
And let me go in here. So here's an example of an ad that I've run before for us, where we're actually inviting people to come in the door for an intro session with us. Okay.
Okay.
Also offering an additional coupon for a future purchase, but most important, we're getting them in the door with a free intro session. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You run a picture. We just say something like, hey, have you tried Pilates Reformer before? We're trying to pique their interest.
Mm-hmm.
We also show a picture of, this actually happens to be a few people we know on the Reformer that I was able to take a picture of.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, so people have an idea of what is Pilates Reformer.
Mm-hmm.
You would be surprised at how many people out there, when you say what you do or, you know, whatever class you have, they actually have no idea.
Yeah, the picture really helps. They can see what you're talking about. Right.
We teach Pilates Reformer. If you just say Pilates, to a lot of people, they think it's just like yoga.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So think of that, like whatever fitness niche you're in, or whatever, if you specialize in certain classes, you know, like HIIT class, boot camp, show a picture of what you actually do so people have an idea, a visual. Okay.
Right.
So an example is we create an ad here and we share a little bit about us, you know, what our special is, how we've helped get results for other people, and that we hope to see them on the inside. So once they see our ad, so a lot of times we get a lot of engagement. You can see this one specifically. We've got, you know, 90 likes, 16 comments, a few shares. You know, we always get, you know, some funny ones on there.
I see a biggie leg cramp. I see someone said that.
And I responded, LOL, stretching and strengthening. You know, so you know, a lot of people say like to try, they can see it, or sometimes, you know, some of our people that come to our studio see our ad and they'll chime in, and let's see, and you know, you might see somebody say, hey, I've been doing it for 3 years and I love it. Or they might see people go in there and they'll tag their friends that they know would love, that they know would probably like our service too. So it's kind of fun. It's kind of twofold. So once they come to our ad and they see this ad in their news feed on Facebook, they're prompted to click on Learn More.
Okay.
You click on Learn More, it's actually going to take us to a landing page where we collect the information. Okay.
It's really eye-catching, right?
Yep. So we send a picture so they have an idea of, you know, what's going on. And once we get them to that page, we capture their information. And that process comes to us automatically. Okay. And when we get that message of that new lead coming in, my team is ready on standby, meaning we connect with them to get them scheduled automatically. We connect with them to see if, you know, there's any outstanding issues we need to be aware of. We also confirm on our schedule when we can have them come in. So we have this process that is automated that helps make sure we get the people scheduled, that we help remind them, and that they also learn more about our facility in that process. So we always have a small percentage of people that put their information in that we don't get them scheduled. It's a small number, but we also want to make sure in that process that, okay, maybe we can't get them scheduled now, but maybe in the future we'll be able to capture them to come in. So it's kind of the best of both worlds, meaning we can actually get people coming in the door from new cold traffic. Okay? But then we also have a people that maybe we never get on the phone or never communicate with us per se, yet they put their information in. But we can start educating them over time about us. So they start to learn about us. They start to know, like, and trust us. So when we reach out later on, whether it's a month, 2 months, 3 months down the road, they're like, oh yeah, I really need to try that. You know, I didn't know it was good for knee issues. I didn't know it was good for fibro. You know, I didn't know that till I read that article, or, you know,
so you're following up with like articles that you've written to educate them, or videos?
We follow up with a series of different sequences of educating them about us as a studio, why we are who we are, who do we help, who do we serve, and then also why people actually do Pilates. Why do people do Pilates? We
Mhm.
educate them, and there's still more to it, but we want to make sure that we can give them the most information that they can digest about us without overdoing it.
Right,
So
right,
we're not emailing them every day. In case you're
right.
wondering, we're in a very calculated sequence to help inform and educate. And if we
Mhm.
can, make sure that we get them on the schedule to have them actually come in and experience our studio.
Mhm.
So in that process, I'll give you just a little sneak peek.
Okay, yeah, I'd
A little
love to see
sneak
that.
peek. Hold on. Trying to find the right. I come back here, and we have this process where when that lead comes in from our ad,
Mhm.
you can see right now we have 35 leads still waiting to be scheduled. And we're calling people every day. When that lead comes in,
Okay.
they come into our pipeline. Okay. You can see when there's still a prospect here. Once they
Mhm.
get scheduled, they get moved to this area.
Okay.
Once they show for an intro and they buy, they get moved right over here. If
Mhm.
they had scheduled an intro and canceled, I keep track here.
Okay.
Depending on where they are on here, they
Mhm.
get a sequence of messages that come out from us.
And do I understand the system will also call you and say you've got a new lead and you can just press 1 to call them back immediately to get them on the calendar? Is that one of the features? That's a
Yes,
pretty cool
what
feature.
is really amazing is that this software, you can set it up to call, message at whatever interval you want, and that can accommodate you and your team.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, for us, we like to have that call immediately. So
Mhm.
whoever's on desk will answer the phone, will be connected to that potential client, and we'll help get them on the schedule right away.
Cool. Because the longer you
Okay.
wait, the colder the lead gets, right?
That's right. You want to be able to call that lead back within 30 minutes, or you
Mhm.
lose 50% chance of ever capturing that lead.
Right.
So with
Yeah.
this system, we're calling them within a matter of a minute.
Wow. And the system's notifying you, so it's not like, oh, you missed them in the onslaught of emails. You actually get a phone call from the system saying, hey, you got a new lead. Press
Mhm.
1 to call them, right? It's just so easy.
Exactly. It's
Right.
automated, it's simple, it makes you look like a rock star.
Right.
It makes
Yeah.
you look like the professional. It makes you and your team look like you are the most professional gym, boutique studio in your area, because nobody else can follow up like this system can.
Right. Yeah. It's so exciting.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it really is using this software. Leadopoly is
Mhm.
is another number one tool you need to have in your library as a business owner.
Mhm.
Okay, because you've got to have ways of getting new people in the door. Utilizing
Mhm.
Facebook ads is one of those major tools.
Mhm.
Secondly, you have to have a system in place to not only get those ads, to get people coming in the door, but you have to have a follow-up process.
You just don't want to leave it to chance to your staff to follow up with them, right? This helps
Right,
sure that it's not left to chance.
right. Things are not left to chance. So when Susie Smith doesn't show up for work,
Mhm.
stuff is still happening. People
Mhm.
are still reminded, right?
Cool. Yeah.
And people are coming in the door, and you as a business owner will have a consistent process when that new person comes in to get them into some type of paying package for you and your services at your business, at your studio, at your operation. So
Mhm.
you want to make sure that yes, you have these parts, but you bring them together to definitely get a return on investment and a trackable tool that helps you and your team continue to grow your business and not only to grow more business, but to gain better market share in your community.
Right. And to give you peace of mind that it's being handled and that you're more in control of what's going on in your studio, right? Yeah.
Right. Not only will you be making more money, you'll be sleeping better.
Right.
You'll be sleeping better. You will, you'll be grateful. Yes, you'll be busier. Yes, you'll be busier. But you'll be grateful because it's like you have a solid plan in place, a solid tool in place. Okay? Just to give you an idea, some of the first Facebook ads I ran for my studio, I'm trying to think, the year was 2015 or 2000, must be 2015 now, that I ran a Facebook ad. I got 52 new clients in 5 days.
Wow. Paying clients in 5 days. Wow.
52 new clients.
What did that mean in terms of actual dollars for you?
That meant an extra $65,000 to our
in 5
for the year.
days.
In 5 days. So keep in mind, of course you have to spend money for advertising, for, getting the ads up, etc. But that's just one example. I have a lot of times I just turn ads on and off at different times because I have a certain number that I want to get us for the month, or I want to get a client for the month. So the great thing is that it generally is fairly predictable, although Facebook is always doing something to change a little.
Right. Keeping you on your toes.
Right. So even though you may be learning from a program like, oh, I can learn this online for free, I can do some of these different things for free. A lot of that stuff is outdated.
Right.
And Facebook has gone through so many changes, so many different, can't think of the word right now. There's so many different ways to target.
Right. And those are always
changing in how you target. And if you don't know what you're doing, Facebook takes your money. They don't give a refund. So if you turn an ad on by mistake and it eats $200 off your credit card, that's if you're lucky and you don't realize the ad is on. Facebook doesn't do refunds.
Right. Yeah, you can waste a lot of money.
They don't care. They don't care.
That's why you really need someone who's experienced at Facebook advertising to manage it for you.
Right, because if you don't, you're really just putting dollar bills in a shredder. I'm not saying dollar bills, really like $100 bills in a shredder.
Yeah.
So that's the reality.
Right.
But I want you to know there's, with online, with Facebook advertising, there's different methods that you can do to get people in the door. And it's important to use somebody who knows what they're doing. So they're using the best value for the money you're paying in terms of your ad spend, in terms of getting the best cost per lead into your facility.
Right.
Because
when it works stellarly, as you've just proven.
Right.
65,000 in 5 days. That's amazing.
Yeah, I've had to turn ads off because we got too big of a response and we overwhelmed our system. We got 150 people in 48 hours once, and that created havoc on our system.
Oh, I can imagine.
So I've learned over the years what works really good and really how to space it out too, to make sure that the different businesses can handle what we bring them.
Right.
Okay. So there's different offers that can be done. There's different ways to implement this. And there's ways that we can make it unique to you.
Right.
And make sure that your best foot forward in terms of advertising your facility, your studio, your gym, or your spa, or your business. We work with a wide variety. And that we want to help you become the rock star in your community.
Right.
And you don't get that by somebody who's just trying to figure it out their first time.
Right, for sure. Because it's truly bewildering. Do I do a conversion ad? Do I do a lead ad? Do I do a traffic ad? Do I do a page post engagement? Before you know it, you're in the weeds and you have no idea what you're doing. And like you say, you're shredding $100 bills because you're shredding
You're shredding $100 bills. You don't know if your ad's on or off or why it's not on or off.
Right.
And
Or Facebook will disapprove it and they won't tell you why, and you have no idea why.
or my favorite is when I'm just looking at Facebook and you see somebody that has put an ad up for like somewhere in Texas that's unique to their community, and I see it in Lexington, Kentucky.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Somebody messed up their ad.
For sure. Big
Like,
time.
like says like, hey, Houston, I'm in Lexington, Kentucky. I'm like, wow, somebody did not do their ad right.
Right.
They are shredding $100 bills right now.
Yeah.
I might just click on this ad for the fun of it. So let's see here. Let me just give you an idea. I mean, I know I've said some large numbers in terms of like what we have done. We have also helped a lot of other studios make a lot of money. Like money they didn't even think they could make in a week, 2 weeks. And I've even helped supply sales training to some different studios as well. And they were just blown away. It's like, we never thought of it that way. Like, Christina, we got 33 new clients this week.
And they wasn't happy to get that in a year, I bet.
Right. They were happy if they got like 4 or 5 a month.
And
I'm like, if we make these few little tweaks, and I would say on average, it's like a $500 ad spend, $500 to $1,000, depending on the market they're in. Okay, if they're in a big metro area where there's a lot of people advertising, it might be a little more in terms of, we recommend having a little bit higher ad spend. But I don't want you to be confused by those numbers of, okay, what was the ad spend? What was the cost to help with the service? Because the only numbers that matter when you run Facebook ads is how many people got scheduled for your offer and how many people bought.
Right.
Once they came in for the offer. Don't get worried about cost per click. Don't get worried about other numbers that Facebook is great to give you numbers on. What matters to you as a business owner is if you got 33 new clients and you spent anywhere from $4,000 to $5,000 to acquire those people, what does that cost? So do a little bit of math. And those are the numbers you want to know about.
What is your actual return on that spend?
What is your actual return?
Right.
So if you got, let's say you paid $4,000. Got to get my calculator here. Hold on. When we're talking numbers, we got to pull out the calculator. So let's say $4,000 for the fee, $500 ad spend. Let's say you got 33 customers. So the average cost was $136 to acquire that person, right? $136. But if you got 33 people, and that average value of that client is $2,800 per person, that brings an extra $92,400 to your bottom line.
Right. And that's something like 20 times your investment to get that customer in the door. And that's just for the first year. And if they stay on for longer.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, those are the numbers to be concerned about.
Right.
And you want to make sure that you are investing in your business.
Right.
Invest in your business and your business will grow. I know a lot of gym owners that can't grow, that won't invest the money, and they're still trying what they think is the next shiny object.
Right. And they're basically just throwing money away instead of using money to grow their business.
Right. They're really just putting money in the shredder too that way. It's another way to put money in the shredder. And, it's look at, I almost want to say like a pillar of your business. Like there's main pillars of your business that you need to be certain on and to continue helping grow your business. And I look at the Facebook ads tool as a pillar of your business.
Mm-hmm.
Just like we talked about database reactivation as another major tool, that's another pillar.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really a building block that you're keeping, you're learning, you're partnering with, you're bringing to your arsenal of, say, arsenal of weapons. That you might need to edit that out right now.
Right.
your
toolbox, your tool chest.
Yeah, you want to bring it to your toolbox. And so you have, just more things to work with, because really with time, there's different trends, there's different things that happen, different ebbs and flows. But it's how can you as a business get leads coming in consistently and have a plan in place.
Mm-hmm. And convert those leads to paying customers.
Right, because just getting them in the door is the first part.
Right.
Second part is converting them to a regular paying client at your business.
Mm-hmm.
And adding that to your numbers and really tracking.
Mm-hmm.
As a business owner, really start tracking where your leads are coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Who's converting?
Right.
Don't just wait for January rush.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That is outdated method.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
Outdated method, just kind of waiting for the January, people wanting to get fit. You wait for the fall for, kids go back to school,
Right.
Parents are more available.
Mm-hmm.
Those are, they're predictable. Yeah, they add some blips. But wouldn't it feel better if you came into August and you already had 30 new people?
Yeah.
You come into September, you're like, oh, damn, I got another 30 people coming in. I'm ahead of my neighbor. I'm ahead of my competition.
Mm-hmm.
And I know so many of you out there are competitive.
Right.
If you're a business owner and you're competitive, it's like you want to do not only what works, but you want to get more people in the door than your competitor.
You want to do it better than
your competitor.
Right.
So by not only doing the Facebook ads, but integrating that Leadopoly software, that is going to put you light years ahead. They're going to have no idea what the hell you're doing over there. Like, how do they have a revolving door? What the hell are they doing?
It's going to make you an Olympian, right?
That's right. I'm actually training a lady right now that wants to be an Olympian right now.
Cool. Wow.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm training a little young equestrian girl. And wow, she is dedicated. She's like, I've got 5 years to make it to the Olympics.
Wow. That must be inspiring.
Yeah.
It's exciting to be part of her life that way.
Definitely. I mean, it's fun because a lot of us get into this business and how can we help other people achieve what they want?
Right.
And, we're coaches, we're mentors, we're helping people get what they need or what they think they need or what they want.
And the only way you can help them is to get them through the door. And to get them through the door, you have to have that system in place, right?
Right. The only way to get them in the door is to be able to reach out to get them to your facility through Facebook ads, have a consistent process to get them in the door. Once they raise their hand and say, yes, I'm interested, you got to have a proven process and deliver a great experience when they come in that door to see you.
Right.
So if you can do that, and you can partner with Yvonne, you would have a solid plan moving forward.
Great. Well, that's so exciting, Christina. Thanks for sharing how Facebook advertising has helped grow your business with us. Is there anything else you want to share before we end today?
I would just share this one quote that somebody shared with me.
Okay.
When you have a proven process, it only works all the time.
I like that quote. That's a great quote to end on. Okay.
Thank you, Yvonne.
Thanks, Christina. Talk with you later. Bye-bye.